Welcome back, boys. Woo! Woo! Into the combine. Stan the man here.
Evil J.
And Shoddy.
What are we doing, boys?
No idea. What is it, Stan?
Dude, I feel like we do this is all we do nowadays. Another fucking ranking discography.
They're fun. They're a good time. Good friends, good lists, good times.
If you can't,
who is that? I can't read. Is that?
Move your head. Move your head.
Oh, this is who we're
glimpse.
doing.
Oh, there we go.
Morbid Angel. Or Morbid Angel for...
Morbid Angel.
The Morbid Angel.
All 9 albums. We listened. We're going to talk. We're going to rank them. We're going to have some differing opinions.
Yes.
There's been gossip beforehand that someone here maybe didn't love some of them. And you're going to have to figure out who that is and what's going on. So I think before we jump into it, me and Stan fucking got to see him live like 2 weeks ago.
We did. Yeah. That was a
we really didn't even talk about it. We just bounced right at the end because it was late.
Yeah.
I mean, what did you think?
I mean, I'll get into a little bit later, but I mean, yeah, it was a bucket list band for me. You know, one you got to see at least once in your lifetime. But I thought it was awesome. Yeah. Trey's a fucking god.
I was worried because I had heard a lot about him, kind of acting drunk on stage and being sloppy in the past few years. I don't know, man. We were right there in front of his face, right in front of him, and it like didn't miss a note, dude. Like sounded great. So yeah, I was worried, and it was like totally not that at all. Which did you guys see the video that came about recently? He some dude's got like an interview with him, like outside of a show, and he definitely was wasted.
Yeah.
So that's always a good time, though.
Yeah. I mean, he had, so I think but I mean, I'm just saying, for at least at the Detroit show or the Flint show, it was perfect. Everybody, spot on.
Yeah. I mean, obviously Steve back with the band, but the other two, I don't know anything about them, but I mean, solid band. The other guitarist is just as good as Trey, and drummer is fucking awesome. It was a good show.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really good. It was a weird set. It was like 4 from Kingdoms of Disdained. It was like a couple from Heretic, none from Altars, 2 from Covenant, none from Domination.
That's sad.
So it was really a weird set.
Yeah.
Did you look into the history? Did they just play whatever? Is it pretty much the same every night?
Yeah, on this tour, it was like definitely the same set, for the most part. They played some from Blessed Are the Sick too. But I mean, like when Steve came back in the band, they did a tour where it was all Steve Tucker era stuff. But usually they'll play, everything. They mix it up. I know they did the Covenant tours back when David came back in, and I don't know. This was my first time seeing them, so I didn't really know what to expect. And it's a weird set list, and it's just like whatever. It still worked. It was still great. And sometimes I think it's cool because I know they did that with the Steve Tucker era, and I feel like it put a highlight on that material. It's like people probably came there thinking you're going to hear the first 3 albums, and they're like, no, we're just going to do this stuff that you guys ignore. So maybe that's what he was trying to do again. Like, here, listen to the most recent album because this stuff's legit, or I don't know, but it was good. I was glad we went.
Yeah, I got the whole playing heavy off that album, but I mean, we'll get into it.
All right, let's just jump right into it then.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do we want any first thoughts about Morbid? Like what you heard before this? Like, did you hear all the albums before we just dove into this?
I have not.
Same.
My history with Morbid is obviously I know Altars very well. I mean, that's just a classic death metal album. But I mean, Blessed Be the Sick, I listened to it many times, but the rest, not a lot, honestly.
Okay.
Well, the exception of the last one, but yeah.
Yeah. Shoddy, same or?
Yeah, pretty much same. I mean, I listened to Altars, but nothing really after that. It was just more of you have to, and it's a respect thing. And then after that, it was just kind of like,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, okay. And yeah, I've kind of been a big Morbid fan for a while. I've been wanting to do one of these for a while, twisting your guys' arms, so.
Yep.
I'm definitely... Definitely wasn't the first rodeo.
You did, sir. Twisted it, you did.
I definitely spent more time on a couple albums that I hadn't in the past, so this was good just to do that. So let's start at the beginning. We're not going to do what's it? Abominations
Yeah.
of Abomination of Desolation, right?
I don't even know the story. What was it? A demo or was supposed?
The story
to be
is, they did that. They recorded it as more of a demo with Mike Browning from who's now in Nocturnus. David Vincent wasn't in the band. You didn't have Pete Sandoval yet. Trey wasn't happy with the sound of it, so he wanted to redo it. And he basically always said it was meant to be a demo. I don't know.
Yeah.
So skip that. I've listened to it, but man, when you can hear all those songs played in all the other albums with better musicians, I'd rather just do that.
Yeah.
So
yeah. So we're starting with the big boy. Well, in my eyes, the big boy.
Yeah.
Altars.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Make us roll in darkness. Ooh, enlighten us to your ways.
1989.
Earache.
Yep.
Yeah, it's an early one. Couple of years after Scream Bloody Gore.
Mm-hmm.
But
I think even
not too
Leprosy was
far.
out.
Yeah, that's right. Yep. But it's probably they got to be one of the earlier bands of that time in that area.
Which is crazy because, like, you know, this came out so much later, but I know I listen to interviews all the time and people were talking about, like, they were trading demos from these guys and stuff. So it's like they just didn't get that first album out, so they probably didn't get, you know, that initial credit like maybe Death did or whatever. But
yeah, who knows how old these songs are?
I mean, 84 and, you know, like early stuff, you know? Yeah. Let's rank it first. Where'd you guys put it? Yeah, all right.
Yeah, I have to.
Me too.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it was the first album of theirs that I listened to, and it's like the most true to the sound that I guess I like. So I guess we can. But yeah, it's definitely one for me as well. So
Yeah,
I mean, we'd all have number one.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, dude, it's. I don't know. I guess I feel like if you told some, again, random metalhead to listen to this who hadn't listened to them, he's going to listen to that one first, and then, spoiler alert, it's just like a downward progression. So, like, the further he goes...
I don't know. I can't.
So, I'm just saying, I'm just like, but yeah.
Yeah, I got
so
what you're saying.
Hey, you speak your truth. You speak your truth.
It just, they fucking hit it out of the park in the first one, and then after that, it was like, oh, fuck it. So, that's how I feel. But
I'm so biased, though, because, like, I've listened to this one so much more than the rest. Like, I know.
I know.
I don't know. Yeah, it's one, though. I mean, it can, why not?
Yeah. Well, for me, it wasn't an easy pick, actually. There was 3 that kind of float around there, you know, depending on your mood. What do you want? Do you want some fucking unhinged, crazy speed album like this that you put it on? You know, it's kind of like if you want like Rain in Blood or something, you just want like that shot of adrenaline. There's no breaks in it. There's no mid-tempo shit. It's just, there's no interludes, you know, it's just fucked the whole way through.
Raw the whole way through.
It's
raw. Unpolished. They don't give a fuck. They're just running with it. So
yeah. And I feel like there's that like, just like that lightning in a bottle thing. Like you just captured it that one time. They never did that kind of an album again. And it's just special to me in that way. Like, I think there's special things about all their albums, you know, or at least most of them. But like, it's hard to recreate an album like this. It's like one of those that's just of the time.
Though I think the biggest thing I like about this album is you could listen to it from start to finish and you get something out of it, or you can pick apart each songs here and there, and all the songs are always good, and you don't have to listen to the rest of the record. Like, you can go either way. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. You really could. Because there's like the 4 big standout songs on it, like at least for me. I mean, everybody, I think, you know, when we were at that show, everybody was chanting like Chapel of Ghouls or Immortal
Yeah.
Rights, you know? Like, you want to
That's what
hear
I-
those fucking songs.
Dude, I was so disappointed. Like, just give me one of them. That's all I wanted was
I
one.
know,
You know,
dude.
one that I know a couple.
I
from
see the
Blessed,
pain.
but-
I feel the pain.
Yeah, it was a bummer, but
It was. I'm glad I looked at the set list though, because I didn't have my hopes up. Like some people were just
yeah.
really
But-
chanting like some of the.
But that's almost. But yeah, I know. But they feel like they can sway it somehow, and it will be the one show where they played that song and fucking. But yeah, man, I don't know. Looking at the set list beforehand is always like a mixed dick for me. It's like, what do I
Yeah.
do? Do I do it? Do I not do it?
I know.
Like,
I don't
Yeah.
usually, but I don't know why it made me decide. I just wanted to see because they're such a weird band, and
yeah.
I was glad I did because I didn't have my expectations were like lower because I knew I wasn't good to hear anything from Altars, but yeah, man, it's also crazy to me when you think about like the other bands around them right now, like 89, like we just said, like I think you had Leprosy out, you know, you had Obituary probably doing what,
Yeah.
Cause of Death.
No, I think probably more of what's the other one?
Slowly We Rot probably still.
Yeah.
Yeah, 89. I think you're right. I think it's 89 actually. 88, 89. I don't know. You know, but like no one doing this. Like
No.
the fucking, I know we're going to talk about it probably in every album, but the solos from Trey, the leads, like the way it just pops in and out of like the most random spots. Like, you know, most songs, you know when the solo's coming, right? It's like the 3/4 the way in. Here's your solo. We're back to whatever. But with like Morbid Angel, and especially on this album, it's just like the shit flies in at you randomly. It's out. It's in. It's like
On top of fucked up rhythm guitars though too. Like the rhythm's just as fucked as the leads.
Yeah.
The guy's a fucking nut. He's fucked up, man.
He's
Yeah.
a fucking nut.
yeah, it's just an all-time fucking classic. And there was no one doing that shit. I can't imagine like if you were around at that time and you're hearing everything else, and all of a sudden you hear this, and it's just like, you know, you heard Metallica, you heard all the thrash shit, and then you hear a little bit of the death metal stuff. It had to be wild. It had to be wild. And I'm sure if you're someone like Chuck from Death and you hear this, you're probably like, all right, like, you know, I'm sure that had to like egg you on a little bit.
Oh,
Gotta
yeah,
level up.
absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, all right. So that's number one. All-time classic. I feel like a lot of people probably would agree as that being the number one, right?
I would think so.
I like that's what I said. I would think so too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah, we mentioned a lot of our favorite songs. All right, we don't got to spend a lot of time in each of these, right?
no, we're good.
no.
All right. Then we're going over to Blessed Are the Sick.
Yeah.
Journey, see about few points of winning to see my doctorate, lower the moment worries and rage. Take the God, brings of chaos here on the more of the worm and furnace of the Christ. We still in virgin hell and mock the word he spoke. His ways not for the elite. We choose to burn the depths of hell.
1991. A little bit later. Rank.
Five.
No. Come on.
Oh, wow,
No
boys.
way. 5 for all of us?
No, 3. I didn't say 5.
Oh,
3.
me and
Yeah,
Stan
it's
did
just you
5.
and Stan.
Okay.
Yeah, you and Stan. Yeah, I liked it a little bit more than that.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, because you said it was kind of, well, never mind. I don't want to lead you on here.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. But yeah.
You're throwing me a little bit, man. I honestly,
Who,
I kind of
me?
thought, yeah, I don't know what I expected, but I didn't think that that these would be as high for you. And I don't know why. I guess because
Well, I
they're
mean, yeah,
thrashier.
We do this every time. We think Shy's gonna think some way, and it's just
Yeah.
completely opposite.
Yeah.
You're right.
I mean, the one thing that I do not like about this album that I really, really actually hate is the fucking instrumentals.
Really?
Yeah, like it's seriously like I honestly took them out on my listen throughs. So like the first time listened, the instrumentals really did not flow with me. I was like, oh fuck it, let me try again. Put it back on. Literally after the second instrumental, I was like, I cannot do this anymore. I don't know, something, I was in a bad mood. It was just the repetitive nature of them was just triggering. I don't know, but I just had to take them out. So, and I'll actually throw that disclaimer out for like the rest of Morbid Angels.
I was just gonna say you probably fucking got so pissed.
I hate all of them.
As soon as I got to the later shit,
I could not fucking stand any of them.
I liked it on this one.
Filler garbage.
Yeah.
Maybe on this one it's a little, but yeah, you're right. The later on, I just couldn't stand.
I agree with you. Like sometimes we gotta we gotta tone these down, man. But like,
yeah,
I felt like on this, especially like again, think you got 91. You know, you've got a lot. Death metal's been going hard already for a while now, and like. It's almost like, okay, we did Altars, it's raw, primitive, thrashy death metal thing, and then they kind of like made it, I don't want to say artsier, like more, they took like some of that classical stuff and like made it more mature, I don't know,
but
for better or worse, but it added something to it, like a flavor.
It slowed it down. It didn't add, like, that's what I feel like they build all this momentum, and then we hit an instrumental, and then I got to fucking trug through the mud for a minute and a half before we can start fucking jamming again. And it's just like a weird, I don't know. I get what they were trying to do. I just didn't like it. I know a lot of people did like it. I'm just, for some odd reason, I was just all business and just wanted to be, you know what I'm saying? It was just, what do they call them? These fucking Gen Zers. I want it now. I want it now. I want it now. I want it now. So it was just like, I'd have to sit there and wait, and then the song would start again. I'd be like, fuck yeah. But it just got to the point where I was just like, I'm not doing this anymore.
Right.
So.
Right.
Yeah.
The cool thing on this, like when you listen to this stuff back to back, you go from Altars and then you go to this one and you just hear like David, like the vocals just like drop down, you know, which I think we need to change over, Shad. I think we need to spotlight another era.
I mean, I didn't know if we had gotten there yet to spotlight it. So I don't know which era is the next one.
I mean, I love laughing at the guy, but man, on those early albums,
he's fucking brutal,
dude. Yeah.
Especially this one. Yeah, you hit it like you hit it right on. Like he just fucking gets brutal.
I'm kind of pissed at us. We painted our face for Immortal. 1, none of us put on a cowboy hat. 2, no one shaved sideburns in the fucking what do you call it? Soul patch. Come on, dude.
Dude, I'm actually pissed off because I literally just fucking shaved before this. We shaved, took a shower for the cast, and then I was like, oh fuck, I'm gonna be baby faced for this. I would have done the sideburns.
Let's scrap this. We'll come back tomorrow.
I could have soul patched it. But yeah, fucked up. No cowboy hat. I don't know where the hell I'm gonna get that.
Yeah. But respect to him, man. Like, I don't know. It's cool though, because
you do what the fuck you want.
I do like his low, like Altars. It doesn't have that yet, and it works obviously on Altars. But when he does get down on this album for at least most of the songs, man, dude, I kind of forgot how good he was because I just don't go back to like.
Because you just want to shit on him all the time.
I do.
Like, but he's like, he's really good.
I think about his later stuff, like even when you get to like Domination and stuff, and he kind of he doesn't have like this growl or like on Covenant, like he just had that one of the best ever, you know, to really do that in death metal, where it's like, god damn, you can hear like almost everything he's saying, you know, almost every lyric and everything, and I don't know, I do love that about this album, you know. Plus, like, it's weird. It's cool because, I mean, what are you going to do? You can't do Altars twice with that, like, full-on speed. And then, like, this one does start to give you some of those, like, slower mid-tempo things. Were you guys into that at all?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't mind it, but then, like I said, it just got slower with the interludes or instrumentals, whatever the fuck you want to call them. But
the one thing I don't like, I just feel like this one's just a little bit more, I'm totally comparing it to Altars, and it just seems more dumb. Like, it just... That's what I get out of every time I go from. I got to listen to them more like not together.
Oh,
because I'm doing too much comparing, and I'm just like, I don't know.
What do you mean? Do you think it's because it's like it gets slower, so there's some more simple stuff?
Yeah, and it comes off as dumb to me, but I know it's not. You know what I mean, though? Like,
say simple, not dumb, friend.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're right.
I used to not really like this one, to be honest with you. Back when I first like started getting into them, this one just never did anything for me. It's like you had Altars, which did. Covenant was more like easy to get. This one was like in the middle, and I just it's kind of. It actually was until we did this again. I was like, oh fuck, this is pretty fucking good. Like it was way up there for me now.
Like I said, like the last one too. This is the one I listened to the most besides everything else. You know, not as much as Altars, obviously, but so I was a little biased, and I do like this one. I do genuinely enjoy it. It's just it's not a go-to one for me.
Yeah.
Though. And I don't see it being like after this.
Sure. I do like too. Did you guys know like the second half of the album? It's like half of them are just like the re-recorded demo and stuff from Abominations and everything.
I really do like those songs though.
I know.
Like Abominations is such a good song.
Like, they're kind of my favorite ones on the whole album.
Yeah.
That Kingdom Come. I mean, I think we talked about when we were driving to the show, but like that demo is one of my favorite demos in death metal. You know, the Thy Kingdom Come demo. And mostly just because that fucking song is so great. So, like, Abominations, Thy Kingdom Come. There's what is the other one? It's an older song, I forget. But, yeah. Some people bitch about that. Like, oh, they're just throwing in those older songs. But, man, I don't know. I'm down for it.
I'm glad they did. I mean,
yeah.
Because I'm sure a lot of people don't listen to Abominations.
Exactly. If you were at the time, if you didn't have the demos, you don't even know them. So, it's not like you had YouTube to jump onto. All right. Covenant.
What does this say now?
1993, 2 years later. They're on a 2-year run now, huh?
Yeah.
89, 91, 93. Even to the next one, 95.
Yep.
All right. Rank.
I got this one down.
Ooh, 6.
6. I got
Yeah.
a 4.
3 for me.
Okay.
Yeah. 3 for me.
I know everyone loves this album, but
So tell me, what's your problems with it?
Yeah.
it's just starting to really run together by this one.
Okay.
It's like I feel like it's even getting more. I don't know.
Simple.
Dumb's
More
the wrong
simple.
word.
Yeah,
Simple,
dumb is the
yes.
wrong word, bro.
Yeah, I know. I mean, no disrespect, but
But there's more meat to this one, though.
Yeah.
Like, regardless of the simpleness of it, there's just more meat here. So, I mean, I kind of get what you're saying, Stan, but at the same time, like, that's who this band is,
I need like a
though.
change by now, though. I just feel, you know what I mean? Like,
I feel like you get that.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think you
don't
do
know.
get that.
no.
Dude,
Have you listened to this album a lot, Stan?
I have not, no. And that's the
okay. I
thing.
just didn't
And
know
I
if
kinda
it was,
rushed
like,
this,
burnt out.
I kind of rushed this whole discography, too. So, like, maybe I need to give him more of a chance. But
What was your did you listen to everything like once or twice or whatever?
probably like 3 times.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I did it in order, so it was like, you know, I didn't listen to one like 3 times in a row or anything like that. Like, just through order.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know, man. I look at it as it's like you take the first 2 and this one kind of like streamlined it all because you still have you've got the faster stuff on there, but then you get finally like more of that like trademark of what the older stuff or the newer stuff with the sludgy, fucking slower mid-pace type stuff. You know, especially obviously with the last track, God of Emptiness. What's the other one? World of Shit or something like that, or.
World of Shit, The Promised Land.
Yeah,
track 3. Yeah,
that one like gives you that. I feel like this one has so much variety on it. Honestly, that's like I think of for this one to me, it actually has. That's what keeps it interesting to me because you've got like the speed. Like Rapture comes in, it's super intense, it's heavy, it's fast. You've got a couple other like that are really fast, but then you've got God of Emptiness, which is just like totally different. It's a lot of variety. Like it kind of keeps my attention.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. I agree with you 100%. I feel like it's not like this album cherry picked from the best of the last two, but it like kind of tried to do that.
Yeah.
And then this is what we got. Yeah. So it didn't do it successfully because we don't have everything that's there, but yeah, it did the best damn job this man could have done. So
Who's the best he's ever sounded?
I agree 100%.
I think I like him more on the next album. We'll get there, but
okay.
yeah. So, I mean, I will agree with you if I had not listened to the next album and liked it so much. So, yeah.
I don't know. It's just like he gets lower. You can hear every word. It's like, dude, it's just a demon on this.
Yeah, I think he's he's going up like through the.
Yeah.
He gets better as time goes on, and then plateaus, and then falls downhill. But we'll get into it later. But, no, I think a lot of
fucking beating around the bush, straight up.
I think for this one, I think it might be a lot of production wise too. I'm getting tired of like Florida. Like by the time you get to this one, I'm like getting tired of that Florida sound though too. So maybe that's
just want some variety.
Yes, in the sound. Like this is just another more sound production.
Yeah, but it's also more. It's just a little bit like it sounds to me. It sounds better than Blessed.
Yes,
and they had right. They had the guy who worked on like Ride the Lightning and Match the Puppets and shit. Flemings Rasmussen was on this.
Mm-hmm.
They put this shit out on Giant Records, which is like Warner Bros.
Warner Brother.
It was like the highest. I don't know if it's still the highest selling death metal album, but it was at the time.
Really?
It probably is, right? Because I mean, what would have sold more? You know what I mean? Nothing else was. It was the first one to be on a major label. I know that. It was on Headbangers Ball all the time. Like Beavis and Butthead did God of Emptiness. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
to me, it's just it's like what I like about it. It's also the one thing that drops it down for me is like it's so easy to listen to me. Like it's just the length is perfect. It's catchy as fuck. It's just.
It is catchy.
It's catchy. It's just like if you're gonna give someone new. You could throw this to a lot of people, even if they're not even like, I don't know, maybe you need to be pretty into death metal. I don't know, but it's one of those catchy death metal albums that goes down a little bit easy. Sometimes it's almost like too easy. Like I want it to be a little bit more raw and visceral like Altars or some other ones, but overall, I just can't deny like the songwriting on it. It just easy to listen to. Trey's solos are great. What did you think about when you heard like God of Emptiness for the first time, like those clean vocals and shit?
I mean, at this point in my life, I'm okay with it. It's whatever.
Yeah.
I just accept it. But like back in the day, I would have been like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But it fits though. I mean, I feel like after a couple listens, I would have been like, "Oh, okay, I see." But like, yeah, back in the day, it would have probably been a shock.
Time,
yeah, especially from them.
93.
Yeah, 93. I would have been like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah. I wonder what people thought.
I still was like, "What the fuck is this?" But it was okay though. I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, okay." So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think on this album, I think it works. Like I like when he does it there. I have problems later on, but on this one, like I feel like it's
yeah, good. Yeah. Later on, it's fucked.
Yeah,
but we keep saying that, but yeah, it's just fucked later. I mean, all
right,
see.
all right,
all right.
Domination.
Our Lord won't tolerate the concentration fall. We must dominate with iron through our veins, and a will made so elite, hunting for our daily bread, and the sinister closed inside. Hunger always drives the beast, and the women fall prey. Dominate. Another ring to be found. I'm tearing into the eyes of the wolf. Tell you what's gonna save you now.
1995. Shoddy sounds like you are in favor.
pro for Domination. Yeah, this was 2 for me.
It's actually 2 for me as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
All right, this is number 6. This is
Okay.
yeah, it's a little lower for me.
First steak like a motherfucker.
Why is it 6?
You know,
6.
honestly, I actually didn't like this album for a while. David Vincent starts pissing me off on this one, like on fucking Eyes to See, and he starts doing those stupid, more of the clean vocals. He just started pissing me off, man. I just didn't like it.
He's pretty fucking brutal though on this one too.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes.
And my thing is, I can like tune that out because the rest of the shit that's happening is so fucking awesome. The drums fucking awesome. The guitars shredding the entire fucking time. And then so if he wants to go do that dumb shit, then I'm just gonna be like whatever and not listen to him. So because it's real easy to tune him out with the amazing shit that's happening around his ass.
That is true.
So yeah, it's just go ahead, Stan.
I think the reason I latched on this one right away is like you have that production switch.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's something different.
Yeah.
And to me, it sounds very clean, very like I'm kind of like the way you were talking about the last one. I kind of feel like this one.
Okay, yeah, it's
You know
more,
what I mean?
I'd say it's more so.
Yeah.
I would agree. It just got slower, and you know, I came around to it more, and I do think the first half is pretty strong. Like the first half, I mean, Where the Slime Lives. I've always loved that song. It's a classic. I have no problem with that. I don't love Where's Eyes See or whatever, Eyes to See, you know. But there's a lot of good stuff in the first half. It loses me just a little bit more on the second half. I think just when it slows down too much. I don't know. If I'm going to do that, I'm probably going to go to one of the other ones later on. And I just don't like Vincent's, like, it's less brutal and more, like, clear. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he drops the death metal vocal part like down a little bit less.
Yeah.
The brutality of it, like it's still. Don't get me wrong, he sounds good on most of the songs, and it is a really good album. I'm just like I'll disclaimer, like I love all their albums, so it's not like I don't like it. I just if I'm gonna compare it, I just don't pull it out as much, man. I don't know. I mean, the album cover fucking sucks.
It sucks.
We talked about this at the show.
How does it fucking suck?
I like it.
I like it too. How does it suck?
I mean, you
Explain
can't name a
yourself.
lot of purple and green death metal album
I mean, the
covers.
color's fine, but it's the gray. It looks like a third grader made it on Microsoft Paint. I don't know, dude. It's horrible.
I disagree.
I disagree too.
Yeah, I disagree.
We actually haven't really talked about the album covers.
Well, I mean, the first 3 are great. The first 2 especially. I mean, Covenant's whatever. You know, fine.
Yeah, Covenant's whatever.
I
It's
think
just
Covenant's cool.
Yeah, it's cool enough. This thing, it looks like the 2000s, like just, or whenever, I don't know, obviously it was in 95, they must have just made Photoshop and like
no.
someone just threw this on there.
I
Dude.
disagree with you. Dude.
Yeah,
I disagree
I'm with you on
with
this
you.
one, Sean.
Let's see
I know.
who did.
When we were at the show, Hundy from Requiem Metal Podcast was also said he really likes it.
Yeah.
What is it,
He
a
said it was,
pentagram and
refreshing. Like it just wasn't another like. What do you say?
Yeah, it's a slime like fucking fortress.
it's just like the worst graphics ever, dude.
You are so.
I like the colors though. I mean, it's
uncultured right now. How dare you?
I don't know, man. Whatever, but
It's meant to be otherworldly, bro.
yeah,
Like,
I
look
mean,
at
hey,
what's going
you know what? I'll
on.
give it this. The vibe you get kind of from it does kind of work where the slime live. It's all green, and
Yeah,
it doesn't to take away from it. It's just I just always hated it, dude.
I feel you.
Seems like a huge influence on what all the covers that are out nowadays, like tech deathy, like
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess.
I like it though. I'm
Yeah.
all for it.
It's got some good melody on this album. It's probably why you guys are all into it.
Yep.
I feel like for the first time you get a little bit, not for the first time, but they added a little bit more, right?
Yeah, and then they also get Eric Rutan.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I can hear his, the Hate Eternal, like riffing, and I don't know how much was of each of them. Like
I think he did
songwriting-wise.
5 of the 11 songs, or at least
Okay.
contributed. That's what I had written down.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of crazy.
I like I think he brings something extra to the band, for sure. It's not just Dre's fucking madman, like,
I do too, because he does like I like Rutan's solos a lot, because he'll do like more of a melodic solo.
Mm-hmm.
I love having that, and then also like Trey's like off the wall solos. It's such a good combo. I do like kind of miss that sometimes. I wish he was on more albums, but yeah. And like Where the Slime Lives solo, one of the best fucking solos ever.
Mm-hmm.
And that first track, Dominate, dude, that's pretty good. That's a pretty strong track.
Yeah. That's what I mean. It just starts off like,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
It's a fun album because it's a lot of variety
really
and like I get why you're saying what you're saying, Stan. Like you want something to just like mix it up, especially because you've been saying so much like you're not in the death metal mode. This makes like total sense because it's a little bit more. It's I don't know, goes a little further, you know. All right. Anything else?
I don't think so. It's just
All
a
right.
solid fucking album.
All right,
After this-
Exit Vincent.
Exit Vincent.
Exit. He's gonna stay next to me the whole time though. he's pretty pissed off right now. So
Formulas. Fatal to the Flesh. $1998, a little longer between those 3 years.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean they're just training a new singer.
Yeah, I had to find someone else.
I mean, that's a big. I don't know what the story is, why he left, but
I read like it was like family stuff. He just had, he had other stuff to focus on.
so he left. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait a minute. I'm thinking the other way around. Once Steve left, that's what why he left. There was like disagreements. Trey like didn't like where he was going with the lyrics.
Okay.
Which I've never looked into the lyrics on Domination, so I don't really know what it wasn't as much about like religion or like the ancient gods, like the Sumerian. It wasn't as much of that. I think he was going into some different territory or whatever. And Trey basically was like, we're gonna go back to me writing the lyrics, and David was like, fuck that, and they just had differences or whatever, you know. So, did you know I was researching it a little bit? Tucker was from Steve Tucker. The thing he had going when they found him, he was in this band, and I forget the name of it. It was with a C, but he was in a band with Pat O'Brien from Cannibal Corpse.
Okay.
Did you ever see this or look into this band?
No, I had no idea about anything about Steve.
Okay, I didn't either. I'm like, where did he find him? It's just like you would think you'd find some big name person for Morbid Angel, but like he wasn't. But at the time, I don't know Pat O'Brien. I don't think. When did he come into Cannibal Corpse? I don't even remember.
It was later on.
Yeah, I think it was pre-Cannibal Corpse, you know? Yeah. Obviously, it had to be. But it's actually pretty good. They have like one little demo or EP out. And if you're just someone who likes to find those like hidden gems, actually pretty good.
What's the name of the band?
I'll try and find it like as we go. Yeah. Ceremony is the band.
Okay.
If you look up Ceremony, the days before the death. Pretty good. Vincent, you know, I mean, he gets better and stuff. Or I'm sorry, Tucker, he sounds better with Morbid and stuff, but definitely worth your time. But where'd you guys rank Formulas?
Got it. 4.
4?
It was 5 for me.
Okay.
Because, like, I mean, I still liked it, but it just felt a little new, fresh, different, but not anything special.
Yeah. Okay. This was number 2, man. This was number 2.
Yeah. For you?
I kind of had a feel, yeah.
Oh, I love this album, man.
Oh.
If we're being real, the ones I go back to the most, it's this and Altars. Honestly, I mean,
I'm gonna go back to this a lot. I will say that
it has that pull because it's the most. Well, the thing I love most about. Oh, go ahead.
This has got to be the most fucked up album. For sure. It's all over the fucking place.
Yeah,
that riffing is just ridiculous.
That's why I love it, man. It's like a Trey. It's like his showcase, you know. It's like, okay, because you know David Vincent had some input on songwriting and stuff, and but like on this, like he wrote the lyrics, he wrote every riff, he wrote every solo. It was just all him. He didn't have Rutan with him anymore. Rutan's out of the band. It's just him 100%, and he just goes wild.
It just, I get it. It just to me wasn't. It didn't
too
feel
all over the place.
No, it wasn't too all over the place. It just didn't feel finished.
Yeah, it's not as
like I
it's
don't
not
know,
as of a like a yeah. I get what you're saying. Like it doesn't have that pristine full album like Covenant or even Domination, where it's like that's a 30, 40 minute album. It feels really tight and like focused. Like Formulas doesn't. It's like, what? You put 3 instrumental tracks at the end and like
well, that's what I'm saying is that's why I felt confused. I was like, what the fuck is this part of the album? Is this bonus shit? Like what is going
part of it,
on
man?
here?
I don't know.
Like, and then some of it was hard to listen to and some of it was okay, and then that's why it was like it was very good, but it was hard for me to put it any higher because there was just I felt I'd be listening to the album and I'd just be like, what the fuck is going on right now? Like, and I like stupid shit, but like at times I was just struggling to find what we were doing. So
it's definitely the one makes you stop and like, what the fuck just happened? Like, what is going on right now?
Yep.
But I just love that about it.
At the same time, though, there's like there's something about it that makes you just pulls you in. You just want to keep going. Like
some of the solos on it. I mean, he gets it's the most like cosmic and like spacey, and I love when he does that shit, man. When it just goes off the wall and like it's so intricate. I mean, like I said, like Domination isn't that big for me. So for me, it's like you hear Domination, I'm like, yeah, it's fun, it's cool. It's a simplified approach to it, but then like, oh, boom, you go back into this like brutality, you know, just so much more intense. Like, I don't know, man. I love that about it. I love the solos. I love the lead. Like the rhythms are so much like so complex. It's like you can sit there and listen to it, and it's just like there's so much to dissect. But I feel like it's pretty listenable. Even you don't have to like do that, you know. But
no, yeah.
I think that's why I'll go back to it the most is because there's so much you can find out about this album.
It's a grower. I just think it is.
For sure.
Dude, Nothing Is Not, the slow one. Dude, it's like so heavy, so crushing. Like, you know what I mean? You get, what's the, Heaving Earth starts off so fast. You get that second song, Prayer of Hatred. It's like they throw in those mid-tempo stuff and really cool solos. And then like, boom, boom, you know, banger, banger. Then you get Nothing Is Not just to like break it up in that like slow stomp, like, you know, just, and then from there out, it's just like goes all over the place. You get Invocation, that like, what is it, 10 minute?
Oh god, that's like probably one of my favorite Morbid Angel songs.
Dude, it's like Stairway to Heaven for death metal, you know?
Dude,
like,
it's 7 minute mark. That one I wanted to use as a breakdown.
Oh yeah, dude. So good. The solo on that. I mean, I don't know, man. It's just, there's so much to it. I mean, yeah, whatever. I don't to hear the 3 instrumentals at the end. I don't usually go that far, but like, I don't know, man. It's a special album. It's right up there for me. I know Vincent, like, he's not as powerful like on this one. You know what I mean? It's not quite there. Like, or did I say Vincent again?
Yeah, you did.
Steve.
Yeah.
You know, he takes a back seat to like what David was doing. In a way, even if I didn't like it as much on Domination.
But I thought he did a fucking awesome job. First album, like with a band like this, like I think he sounds awesome.
Yeah,
But
I don't care.
I get what you're saying though. It's like not his highlight though.
Yeah, well, I think he gets better. You know what I mean? I just think it's his first time in there, and he does just enough. Like it's fine. I'm not. It's like you want to hear what Trey's doing anyways, and I don't know, dude. Just if you want to hear Trey and you want to hear what he's capable of. You know, you want to hear those fucking, what does he call them? Lava solos. Like, just like, oh man, this would be the one to go to. So, and you know what was weird? Like, this is the same year that like the Sound of Perseverance came out. Mm-hmm. Which is like, what a different.
It's got there's some riffs that are just like very similar.
You think?
And, yeah, there. I think it's in Invocation. The start of it. There's like a one riff that's like sounds so much like a Chuck riff. Like.
I can see that song because that song's like a reworking of some of the early, like from '84. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it has like it's a mix of old songs or something like that. Hellspawn, that's another one from there. But all right, I'm not gonna keep going because I will keep going. So, Gateways. $2,000.
Wow. All right, number, boys?
Stan saying number 3.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. This is almost number 3. This is my number 4. But honestly, between this and Covenant, it's like every day it's a little different, you know?
Number 666 for me, boys.
Okay.
Okay.
Not a fan of Tucker, I guess.
Dude, that's why I think I love it so much, is because he's just so fucking good on this.
Dude, he levels
just
up,
like-
man.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Leveled up.
No backseat at all. He's
No.
just like...
I mean, I didn't hate it, but like I said, it was just hard to like... I don't know. It's hard to rank them because it's...
It is. It is.
It's, yeah, especially when like I didn't listen to it that much before. I'm not very passionate about it, you know, other than the first album. So it's just like I don't know.
Yeah.
I liked it, but you know, but 6. But again, no disrespect to the band.
Speak your mind though. What? Because I know you said it was a struggle on some of these, right? Like, what was the? Well, we probably didn't get to the ones that were the most struggle
we
yet.
didn't get to this. Yeah, we didn't get to the ones of the struggle. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we're still in good territory
Okay.
right here. So it was just again, like I said, it was just I did like this album. Just fuck, I didn't know where to fucking rank it.
The
like,
one day No, I was kind of with Shoddy that one day. Like, we were like, this is difficult. This is, like, hard to get through.
Yeah.
Then, but that's when I got the formulas. I was like, okay, so there's actually something more,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
Mixes
it opens it up a little bit, like, here. And I think definitely with Gateways, like, I'm just, like, all on board now. For sure.
Yeah.
See, I guess I was hoping for...
Altars again.
Yeah, or not altars again, but I don't know. I guess maybe
Illud.
a change, and they're just going down more of the same path that they were on Formulas. Not that Formulas was bad, but they just keep displaying a pattern of let's change it up, and then we're now refining what we did. So
I will say that about this album. I mean, I don't see a lot of differences between. It's more like a cohesive.
Really?
Yeah, to me,
I
it's
look
like
at this
it's kind of
different.
very similar, but just like I said, Steve Tucker's performance on this is like what pulls me in on this one.
So I look at it like, okay, they wrote Nothing Is Not on the last one, and then they were just like, let's do a whole album that's like that. And not that every song is like that, because there's some faster ones, like To the Victor Spoils and shit, but almost like most of the songs, dude, are like that mid-tempo, slower, you know, vibe to it. Some are super slow, some are mid, but it's like that swampier, just like
another reason
heavy.
why I had an issue with it was
yeah, and I could see that.
So
If you don't like that, like that's that vibe, you know, or if it's a little too slow, it's definitely wouldn't be for. If someone's just like, I want speed, I wouldn't say listen to this.
Yeah.
If you want more groove and slow songs, like to me, it's, you know, this one and Domination do that the most, where it's like slower vibes, but this one I like better because it's just heavier to me. And like you said, Steve sounds like a monster on it. And I think what I like is that like Trey kept all the like ethereal, more out there solos and like threw it onto this. Like to me, it's like such a packaged sound. Like it has a vibe to it, and it doesn't really stray from that. It has this overall feel. It's like black hole, weird. I don't know. Like it just has a vibe. You know what I mean?
Do we know why Rutan came back for this album?
No, I don't know why he did.
Came back, laid down some guitars, laid some keys down, and then
Yeah. He wrote the last song.
Yeah, and then didn't come back ever
For two
again,
songs?
which is
Yeah.
weird. So,
You got Trey doing vocals on Secured Limitations.
oh wait, the second to last album.
that
Never
song
mind.
is-
He
that
did
song
come
is
back.
fucked just for that reason.
I know.
Those dual vocals are just fucked.
Oh, he did it on Invocation too on Formulas.
yeah.
He can do vocal pretty decent. I mean, he's not the other guys, but
the secured limitations, you can really like. That's a standout like that. Those dual vocals.
Yeah. I don't know, man. There's a few. Summoning Redemption's my favorite, probably. That live they played that, and it was really cool. The solo was awesome.
Awesome. Fuck yeah.
And that track again, it's like the perfect example because it's like super heavy, and then those leads go like, into outer space.
I fucked up when we seen him live. Like I got my ass into gear afterwards, but like I going into that show, like I really didn't know a lot besides like a Day of Suffering off of Blessed. Like I didn't know a lot off that set list. But
which is why we said we were gonna do this because we were like, well, we're gonna be listening to Morbid anyways. We got the show.
Yeah,
I fucked up.
And they played like 3 at least from this album, which all sounded great live because that kind of stuff does.
Yeah.
Yep, super cool. This one's high up there for me, and it's like it goes higher every year.
Yeah, but, like this formulas, I'll go back to. No, hands down. The questions asked, I'll go back to them.
Yeah, you should. All right, moving on. Heretic, 2003.
It's a weird one for me.
It's a weird one. What do you rank it? 7?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna rank it. Yeah, it's 7 as well.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's an 8. It's kind of between 7 and 8, though. I think we're all right there on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It could jump up or down. I mean, the production, right?
Yeah.
It's the horrible production.
Yeah, I mean,
is
that what happened?
Production's bad.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
It's real
It
bad.
sucks.
I was
No, 'cause it's
wondering
like kind
just
of a-
why it was just so fucked sounding. Like the whole album, like, okay.
First time I listened to this, I was like, "Oh fuck, man, I don't like this."
Yeah.
Mhm.
And that, but like, it's kind of growing on me after each listen, though. Like,
too.
you get past the production, and like, this is actually a really fun album to me.
Yeah.
Like, fun's like this is the fun album.
Yeah.
No, they went back
For them.
again with too many instrumentals that are just too monotonous, and then paired
Well,
with
it's all the
sounding
stupid
like
shit, like-
yeah.
Because there's...
I didn't know if I had like just a bonus or something, but this is all real, like the drum check and all that shit.
Yeah.
like,
Oh yeah, yeah.
Dude, it's just someone... no one's like telling Trey to not do anything. You know what I mean? It's like you said, Shawty, like it doesn't feel like a complete thing. Like early on, there was probably a producer, and he's like, we need to, like on Covenant, you can just hear it, dude. Somebody told them like, trim that out, throw that in there, like keep it this.
Yeah.
Maybe David Vincent had a part in that, and maybe he's gone, and like Trey's like, I just want to be here. Like I'm not gonna say anything bad. I don't know. You know what I mean? Or Steve Tucker. I don't know, but like. Yeah, like you're just gonna throw all those on there. Like how many? It just doesn't make any sense.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I deleted all of the bonus tracks the first time I was going. I mean, so I will say though that the drum check sounded
love that.
fucking awesome.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I was listening to this, and at first I was gonna change it, and then he just started fucking shredding, and I was like, "Who the fuck is this?" And I went looking, yeah, of course, fucking Pete Sandoval on drums. So I was like, "Okay, makes sense." And then I listened to that a couple times, but I deleted everything else. It was all fucked.
Yeah.
So just too much filler shit. So
Dude, and speaking of him, like, dude, he probably goes the most crazy on this album.
oh no, I
It
agree.
just goes nuts.
I
That's
agree. Well, that's why it was hard for me to rank it as low as I did. But like, I listened to his shit isolated, but as a whole, I don't know. It was just a hard listen, man. It was just a very hard listen.
I get it.
This is where I started being like, fuck.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm with Stan though. This one actually really was growing on me, and like I said, it's 8, could be number 7. If it had a good production, I'd probably put it over
could be up
Domination.
there. Yeah.
Because the songs are fucking good. Like the second track on it, Enshrined by Grace, there's a video for it. Dude, heavy, really good riffs. They played Stricken Arise live, sounded really good. And like God of Our Own Divinity is another like super good one with Carl Sanders does a solo on it from Nile.
Oh,
you know that?
Yeah.
I think at the
That's
end or
nice.
something, the outro. Yeah. But with the production as it is, it's a harder listen. You got to get past that.
Mm-hmm.
If you can, it's good. But it's just like crazy because like Steve Tucker sounded so good on Gateways. You get to this and it's like, what? I mean, the guy is super powerful. You couldn't capture that? Like,
So I was so confused. I honestly thought we had another musician change. I was like, "What the fuck is this? Is this a revolving door? We get every 3 albums?" No, it was just shittily fucking.
yeah.
What's it called? Production. So
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? I mean, it could have been recording as well. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. Whoever they got, just.
I'm Juan Punchy Gonzalez was the producer and the mixer for this album, and it's the first time I've seen that name. Yeah, so he fucked up.
Yeah.
So
Don't go to Juan.
yeah.
Yeah. But give it a chance if you haven't, because.
And give it more than one chance too. I would say because
At
it is
least-
pretty fun.
At least listen to the drum check.
Well, I think
So-
too, maybe that's why they keep a couple of those songs in the set list. It's probably like, you give it, they're telling you, like, give this a chance. Like, 'cause people, don't. But, like, there's some songs, man. There's some songs.
Yeah.
It'd be cool to see like this one. Well, maybe not. Like if they did like a live set of it, like how would it sound? Like a full, like a different atmosphere, but like the songs, because
Or like, they re-record so many albums. Re-record this one. Honestly, or remaster
it's
it.
one that deserves it. Yeah, it deserves it.
Yeah, if you're gonna do one, this one could use it. All right.
We need a
Here we
drink for this one, boys.
Better crack another beer for this one.
He's back.
Oh man,
Oh,
dude.
boys.
He's back.
Yeah. For better or for worse, he's back.
Oh, he's back. How do you say this? Fucking Illud, Divinum, Insanus.
Yep, that sounds good.
Between the life and death, the right and wrong. But what's the reason? What's the reason? The walls are high, we know they gotta come down. This wave been crossing the line since 1989. We're moving the world because our power is a shining sick through. We're fucking magic to prove that the radicals are here to stay. Hey, hey. We're living hardcore radical. We'll always be maniacal and animal. The fear is cause we're physical, irrational. Our radical killer, go to strike fan.
Yeah.
Insanus.
Had you guys ever listened to this one before this?
No.
I don't think I have actually. I heard so many things about it.
I had to just a long time ago. Just be, you were like, I avoided it, but then it's like I gotta listen to this thing. And I almost didn't go back to it for this, but I was like, you know what? Let's see. Let's give it another fair shake. Let's just. Is there anything?
I
good?
turned it off halfway through.
Dude, yeah, it was literally.
Dude, I didn't even give it a full.
Oh, I
listen.
did a full. I did it.
I did a full, and that only one full,
I
and that
didn't
was
give
it.
it.
And I couldn't do
I
it again.
couldn't.
I tried. So I even tried it on shuffle. Couldn't do it. Like, I don't know.
Some people will defend a couple tracks on here.
You can do that. That's fine. But like
You
these
can.
critics, they give it like 4 out of 5 stars. Like, what are you listening to?
What are you saying? Like 1?
Dude, I don't. This should be like. This should have never been released.
Yeah.
I give it a half
I
a
don't
star
know.
just because it has Trey's name on it. That's
I
the
just,
only thing
I
I'm
don't,
giving it.
Just like, what the fuck were they thinking? It literally should have just been like a fuck around album. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I would like to know exactly what were they thinking.
Yeah.
Like,
I kind of was gonna look, and I didn't get too far, but like You get like interviews with David, and he's just kind of like, we were creative. We just did what we wanted to do. We're artists, and we just followed our passion. And that's what we wanted to do. And I know that Steve Tucker is just like, he's a death metal guy. Like that's what he likes. He listens to it. Where David Vincent, I doubt he's listening to death metal anymore. You know what I mean? Yeah. He likes his outlaw country. He played with his wife in that Jenna Torturers. It's like a gothic industrial, maybe?
Huh.
I don't know. But he went out, he was gone. He was gone.
Yeah.
And I think he brought that shit back. And Trey, I've heard, got a very...
That does not look like a man who is in the death metal scene anymore.
Exactly.
I love him, but that does not, I don't know.
Yeah, I can't blame just him though, man, because I know Trey's into some crazy shit. Like he likes a lot of EDM and electronic stuff, so I think they both just got off on each other, like being like, "Yeah, let's go down this road together."
Fuck.
Well, where do we rank? Where do you rank it, boys? Is 9 for all of us? Did we need to? I think we needed to say that.
Do we?
Just to be on the record for saying it. I don't want people to think that we put it at 8 or any higher by accident. So, yes, it's 9.
Some good songs, though. Some good song names and lyrics. I mean, you got to give them credit. Too Extreme, a very cool song.
I mean, that's
Radical, very cool.
Okay, yeah, whatever floats your boat.
Okay,
guy.
so I actually, I never looked at the lyrics.
Stan, you didn't get to Radical, the last song? I don't know. Can you just play it while we're talking? Cause
sure.
What about Profundus?
Oh, actually, no, I don't have this on iTunes. I gotta fucking look it up.
It's dude. It's one that Vincent wrote, and maybe the worst song on the album. Probably, the lyrics are about maybe the worst on the fucking album. It's horrible. Too Extreme is very bad.
Dude.
Some people, when I was like looking into this, some people are like, yeah, what is it, Nevermore? Is that a song on this? Or something like that.
Yeah, Nevermore is a song on this album.
And like, there is that one, and Beauty and the Beast, or whatever the fuck that one is, like Beauty Meets Beast or something. Like, they're more death metal, but they're still. I'm not defending that, dude. I don't know. Some people are like, yeah, you can listen to those ones, but no, man, why would you? They're still horrible. And I'll say this. There's that track on there, the hell is it? I think I wrote it down. It's one of them where it goes like very electronica. Destructo's verse Earth. Dude, I don't know. And I almost would rather them just go 100% that instead of the
song.
Mix. Oh, Radical? You jamming to it right now?
Yeah.
Did you change your vote? You put it higher? Yeah. But I don't know, man. I'd rather them just go full on electronic. Don't mix the two, because it's just, you can't do that.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Or you can't do it like this. So
yeah, Vincent's out. Bye.
Oh, man. Bring him back. Bring Tucker back.
Yeah, we can try one more time, I guess. See what happens.
Yeah. All right. Let's get off that one. Let's get on to Kingdoms of Disdained.
Yep.
2017, not too long ago.
No, and that is the last and final.
Felt like it wasn't that long ago, but
yeah, but it is a while.
But you know what?
Now.
It did come out like December, end of December. So it was like almost 2018 one. It's one of those where people probably didn't even listen to it, because it was at the end of the year.
Yep.
You know how that goes, but but yeah, still pretty long ago at this point. But yeah, Steve's back. Where'd you guys throw this one?
This one was 8 for me.
Yeah, 8.
8 for you guys. It was
But
7.
again, I really, really fucking liked it. Like, it
When it came out.
it was, showing signs of... I didn't listen to it when it came out.
Oh, you didn't?
Yeah,
Okay.
no. So, but yeah.
Yeah.
I remember giving it a few listens when it came out, and I was digging it at the time, but like when you put it with everything else, like it just didn't hold up.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it. That's where it comes down to. If you just are like, if some other band puts this out, you're going to be like, this is great.
Yeah.
But when you compare it to everything else, it's tough.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it went back and forth between this and Heretic for me, though. Like you said, Stan, Heretic's a little more fun. Mm-hmm. Whereas
There's
this one, it's
something
like
about
dark.
Heretic. This one's just like,
This one's dark.
it's meh, like blah.
It doesn't give you much. Like it's mean. It's
Yeah,
dark. It's
Yeah.
more like what's the word I'm thinking of? Like
Serious?
well, yeah, for sure, serious. I don't know. I'll think of it later. But
But Jay, I agree with you though. I did go back and forth between this one and Heretic.
Did you?
So yeah, because it was hard. I mean, I would say I probably listened to this one more than I listened to Heretic. So
well, it's got a better production. You know,
yeah, exactly.
it's easier in that regard.
Yeah.
A dissonant, just like more dissonant overall. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Okay.
But well,
I
I
just get like lost in it, and
yeah,
I don't really have a lot to say about it.
I will say that this is the best that Steve Tucker's ever sounded. I think. I mean, it's between this and Gateways, but man, he sounds monstrous on this.
I agree with you, man. I completely agree.
Dude, he is fucked live too. Like he is such a good singer. Like I love the guy, man, and he's like the nicest dude ever. Like talking in between songs, and like I love the fucker.
I do too, man. He's such a cool guy. He's such a cool guy. I posted up the interview I did with him on our YouTube like from a while back, and I was just listening back through it. It's just like, I don't know, humble. And even people ask him, to try to start shit about David Vincent. He'll just like defend him. Like, just doesn't want any of that shit. He's a real dude. He likes death metal.
Yeah.
Just like wants to be there. He's passionate. Yeah, I love the dude. And I think that's why this album, I some people don't like it, but I still really do like it. It's not like the 9 out of 10s like a lot of the other ones, but listening to him, and there's some songs on here where he like literally will like carry the song.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, what's that one where he's like saying like, it's like that one where he's just talking about like killing everyone unless they submit or whatever. I forget exactly how it goes, but it's just like, it's a very simple song, and like without what he's doing, it wouldn't be that good. But just like he carries it, which is kind of weird for a Morbid Angel song. Usually you're just listening to the riffs or the solos, but he can definitely carry it. Like, yeah, he's not doing like the clean, weird stuff that like Vincent would do sometimes, but he throws a lot of character into this one. I feel like if they can put out another one and just like maybe give it a little more variety or what.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, it'd be interesting what's gonna come next, because I think they have another really good like a top 4 album in them.
I do too. I still
especially
have faith.
with this lineup. Like they're very tight. They're very, yeah. I mean, they're just a tight. At least they were live.
What'd you think about the production on this? This was Rutan.
I think it's good.
It's beautiful.
I do like the production. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds beautiful.
I
I
like
didn't
it,
know it was
but
Rutan.
the only thing I don't like is if you listen close, like a lot of Trey's leads are buried. Like I missed that on this one. Like we talked about formulas and it's going wild and stuff. Where on this, like he's not doing as much, and then when he does, like you kind of can't hear it. So
Rutan, the only one to stand up to him. No, fuck you, Trey.
yeah.
We don't need any more of that shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't hear that.
I don't know.
didn't hear that.
The drums sound powerful. I think this vocals sound powerful. Like you can hear all that, but it kind of gets murky. Like there, I forget what did I write it down? There's a song on there where it's like, For No Master. Like if you listen to it, there's leads going on. It's cool, but you can't really hear it. And it's like I just want more of that. And that's my personal opinion because I love. We didn't even talk about, but like Trey being like the Eddie Van Halen mixed with like, what's his name, Hendrix. Like, I want to hear that shit. And there's not a lot of that in this one. And when there is, you just can't hear it. So that'd be like my complaint. Fix that. And just maybe a little more variety in the songs, like on the next one, you know. But overall, I mean, hey, you just came off of like Illud. They brought it back to like pure death metal. It's mean. It's not electronic, so like it's fine. It's just not top, 5 for me.
Yeah.
But when they played these songs live, it sounded good, right? So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we were
Another classic.
Yeah.
Down.
Yeah, we were closer than I thought we were going to be too. So.
Yeah, I appreciate you forcing me to listen to this shit.
I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry.
It's okay, dude. I was being serious, and I just not check it off the list and then never do it again.
This was I always knew this was one of those bands you guys were gonna have to force me to get into, like, and I'm glad we did it.
Yeah.
They're an all-timer for me for sure. Like the best of their stuff, like, they're up there for me. I don't know, man. Just you don't have a lot of like I love solos and death metal. And there's not that much that just like does it like this. You know what I mean?
No, there's not.
Especially in modern death metal. Like bring it back. And you know what? That's why I love Blood Incantation. I feel like they tap into Morbid Angel so much.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And they do that.
Absolutely.
Bring that back. That's what I want.
Or just listen to Blood Incantation.
Yeah, all right. Well, just more of that. Whatever. I need more of that. More of that. Well, hopefully they come back soon and give us something else. It's about time. I mean, they're touring. I don't know.
Yeah, 17. I mean, COVID threw shit off.
Wait.
So maybe
I got one more thing I got to say on Kingdoms.
Yeah.
I was watching that interview where they got him and he's like very drunk and whatever, but they asked him about a song, Paradigms Warped, from that album. And I guess he plays a riff with his finger underneath the string. So I think it's underneath the top string, like the low E or whatever he's tuning it to. I don't know if you could find a video maybe of him playing it live or go watch this interview, but he kind of breaks it down, and because he's very much like fuck any kind of theory. They're gonna tell you like don't do that, but you got to think for yourself, and like he's like, you see this like scar or this mark right here, and it's like from fucking, he's like sliding it around underneath the string because it gives it a more like fucked up sound, I guess.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. Like,
I need to find that and see that.
Just one example of like the way that guy's brain works. Like he knows so much of like the theory. Like he has Asperger's, so his focus is like tunnel vision. So he like probably knows theory in and out. So he can just like take all that stuff and then just like do what he probably wants, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm too simple-minded for that. I don't really get it, but wild guy, man.
Yeah.
Best, probably one of the best of our time. So.
Yep.
Well, I think that about does it, boys.
Yeah, I think we covered it.
Sorry, Shoddy, and
it's okay, dude. I enjoyed it.
You can pick the next one.
Sounds good.
Sounds
good.
Well,
I think next time we'll get back to getting some new music to you guys.
We have to. We're way off.
Going.
Yeah.
Like, we did it just because we had the show coming up, so we were going to be listening anyway. So, yeah, check out the other shit we've got. We've been putting more on YouTube interviews. We're going to do some more of these videos, and whatever you guys want, let us know. So. Check out the Patreon, still going. We still got the bonus episodes on there. We just did, not long ago, we did the shit metal episode. So if you want to hear some bad stuff, check it out.
Always a good time.
Yeah.
Everything should be in the description below.
That's right. All right.
Down there? Down there?
I think, it's down there.
No, okay.
We don't do anything up here or up here or over there yet. It's just down here. So, yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing.
It's okay. It's okay.
All right.
Well, I'm Stan the Man.
I'm Evil J.
And I'm Shoddy, and you guys stay fucking metal.